I'm gonna be pissed if Eminem's last album I actually like.
I don't know if it's gonna be his last album. He didn't say last album. He said recover. No, he said relapse is gonna be the last one. He said I might be wrong about the relapse one, but he said that what's the one who did American Flag Revival?
That was a terrible album.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
It's awful.
Yeah,
are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh
dude, yeah, we definitely are.
Yeah,
like that sly transition.
Yeah.
All right. This is the first episode of the Pod Couple. I am your host, DJ, aka Scarface.
And I am Daniel, aka on Instagram, Ratchet Comedy Talks Miller. It is a pleasure to finally have our first episode with you guys. We are definitely excited.
And we got on the ones and twos, Mr. Rizzy Ray.
Rizzy Ray, you know it is.
He's our Jamie.
Hey.
Yes.
So you haven't heard the intro song yet.
No, I was told that there was going to be an intro song to our podcast that I've been eagerly waiting for. So
get a live reaction.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Because it's gonna be the song regardless if you like it or not.
Well, we about to find out, y'all.
Produced by me.
Two unlikely friends. White guy. Black guy.
Hey.
Musician. Comedian. Strange.
Hey, this actually go hard though.
Oh shit! What?
Two strange. It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple.
Okay.
It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple.
Hey.
It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple.
Solid.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is bomb, bro. I like that. Hell yeah, for real. Good job, y'all.
For shit.
Yeah, that's dope for real.
The process.
How'd y'all would?
So I came to the studio, ready to rock, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Rizzy, find that beat, dog. I went and smoked a cigarette. I came in. I was already singing the song.
It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple. It's the Pod Couple.
Didn't you say you did it in the first take?
First take.
Hell yeah.
That was the first take.
I like that, and I feel like those words that you said are like kind of like a combination of everything of what this podcast is going to be about. Exactly. So I see what you did there, sir. I see
the reason why we named it the Pod Couple is like the show The Odd Couple, two unlikely friends, and sharing their opinions on things.
Yes, because we are two men. Well, right now we are three, but the podcast two men, and we are from two completely different walks of life. So my theme with that was like, what's there to talk about? But there's a lot to talk about.
So I've been trying to do a podcast for the longest fucking time. It's been all trials and errors, different people not taking it serious. So I brought this idea up to you probably training day. You did training day. And then you had your little mixer.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it came into fruition because I know that I've been trying to take this serious forever, and I noticed that you were trying to do the same thing. Rizzy's already on that type of shit. He's already at the studio, working all the time. So this just made sense. So this is the team. You know what I'm saying? What I'm thinking of how we're gonna probably do shows, we'll probably do 2 different episodes of just us, so you guys can get to know us, and then we'll have a guest that we pick or whatever. I'm not gonna be charging any guests because I don't want to start doing that where Joe Schmo fucking pays $75 to get on the fucking podcast, and I don't want to talk to Joe Schmo. I'm gonna be sitting here and then we're like, so what are you eating? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have an awkward conversation. I want to have actual conversation with people that I give a fuck about. So that's kind of where we're at with that.
I'm going to have to remind us that next video, we're going to have to move this thing a little bit. Because I can't, it's blocking my hole. And everybody going to be like, well, I can't see Daniel. Like, okay, there we go.
There's also
Sorry about
3
that,
Daniels
y'all.
in here.
3 Daniels.
Oh yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, you know my name is Daniel?
No, I know it's Rizzy.
Yeah. No, you know the first name was Rizzy.
Yeah.
He looked at his baby, he was like Rizzy.
Okay, so it really is 3Ds. Wow. So I definitely think that was meant to be for sure.
Yeah, 3D, dude.
So I know, like you had talked about, like why you wanted to start this podcast, and I'll tell you a little bit about mine. Like you, pretty much summed it up. Like I have been trying to do something like this for the longest time too, but like you said, it was just kind of hard finding somebody that kind of was wanting to do the same thing, that had like-minded ideas, interests. So I appreciate you in the sense of definitely. He just opened up a whole nother thing that just grabbed my attention. Yeah. Rice Krispie trees. Oh, he knows. But I appreciate you, partnering up with me, and making this happen. And I appreciate you, Daniel. Number 3, okay, right. For, supporting us. And, this is our tech guy, too. So, he's making things happen, too. So, appreciate both of y'all.
Definitely.
And I know you wanted to, so they can kind of get to know us a little bit.
So basically, me and Daniel have known each other since probably fucking 9th grade of high school.
Mm-hmm. Class of 2011, baby. Independence High School. Patriots. None of that Butler and East Mac bullshit.
I know that. Oh, the cookies are here.
Oh, cookies. We getting.
Well, those are regular cookies. By the way, these are not over here. I'm already ate one. I'll eat one later. But so I remember you gotta remember this. So back in probably my senior year, or it was either my senior year or freshman year, I started rapping and stuff like that, and I recorded a mixtape and did like the talent show and everything, and then Daniel was actually going to be my first manager. We went I remember we got out of school. We walked to different venues, bars. We went to a bar. I remember that. And I'm sorry, I'm just staring at Rizzy somehow getting out of.
And we tried to get him gigs. We was in high school and we was trying to get him gigs because he was trying to do his rap game. And I remember parts of it, and I was trying to be his manager.
Yeah, and we walked into a place. I had like my music on a hard drive. They took it, but it was like a old biker bar. I didn't really put 2 and 2 together that probably this isn't where I should probably be doing this. And that was kind of it. We kind of just we had one error, and it was like, all right, it's not gonna work out. So I figured for the first episode we would kind of interview each other to try it so they could get to know us. So after high school, what did you end up doing? Did you go to school or anything?
So with me after high school, I pretty much was like in and out of school. Like even now, I'm still finishing it up at CPCC. Okay. My biggest thing with that is I had the biggest habit of switching majors. I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do.
What majors were you switching in between?
Like theater, business major, but ultimately in a criminal justice major. But ultimately, I ended up deciding to do social work.
Okay.
Yeah, part of the reason why I didn't do the podcast. But other than that, working, bro. I mean, I went from Bojangles to working at a gas station and a movie theater at the same time, assisting in a movie theater. Redstone Theater is a very small chain, but it was good because give out free tickets to everybody. I was everybody's friend then. And then of course you probably know Sherwin-Williams. That's probably my longest job, sub career. I've been there for 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, doing my thing over there is helping assistant managing in the store. Yeah, so I don't really talk about that too much. But yeah, that's what mainly. Other than that, I mean, I've been doing like some comedy here and there.
I was going to ask you, when did you start doing comedy? When did you think that was a good idea? Because you always been funny. Mm-hmm. In school we were kind of, like, I'm not going to lie, like, before you told me you were gay, I kind of knew you were gay.
We got to talk about that.
But, like, because, like, you'd be fun, like, we'd be cool, cordial, yeah, but when you would turn up on, like, a bitch or, like, somebody, the gay would come out.
Yeah,
the ratchetness. It was hilarious. But you were always kind of like, even like with the morning announcers. So, were you on morning announcers? Mm-hmm. So you were always kind of like just already putting yourself out there, putting yourself on a microphone. So when did it strike to you that you should start doing stand up?
It's so funny that you say that, like, you thought I was like really funny in high school, because like I tell you, DJ, like up until probably a month or two before I did that last comedy show, I didn't think I was that funny, bro. Like I thought I was just kind of like, just making people laugh like everybody was, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like nothing special or unique about it. But then over the years, especially after high school, because that's when you start to realize how real the world is. Mm-hmm. Like I started to see how laughter and making people laugh affects people, positively, in terms of, because you never know what somebody's going through, what I'm saying, or who's having a bad day, or why they're having a bad day. But I feel like laughing and getting people to laugh, getting people to, open up, has been like an attribute in not only bettering myself, but bettering the community around me. So I've been getting into comedy to kind of set up that scene to kind of help further that whole agenda thing.
So like when you come up with your material, are you writing, or are you just kind of?
For the most part, it's been a little bit of a battle, because it's a lot more intuitive. It's a lot more on the spot. It's
writing
a lot
jokes
more.
Is difficult.
Yeah.
Like in music, you have like a set, like you have a beat, so you at this point you gotta write a chorus, this point you gotta write a verse, this point you gotta, because it's already kind of built for you. So I already know, because I've tried to do stand up a couple of times, and I write jokes here and there, and it's so hard to just sit there and be like, what can I write that's funny? Yeah. Like it has to kind of just come to you. Mm-hmm. I feel like when I would do comedy, it would be kind of like just what's going on in the world, and if it hits, it hits. It didn't.
And I'll tell you a lot of because my first comedy show, I don't know if I ever told you, but I was actually trained by like a local comedian, up and rising, Jason Allen King. Shout out to him. Woo woo. But he was my teacher at the time. We took a 8-week class. And the biggest thing was exactly what you just said, writing down lines, looking at them, being like, oh my God, that sounds so lame. But we had the ability to go up there and practice, because we were a little group. We had the ability to go up there and practice in front of each other.
So that's all it's about, is kind of keep doing it, because you can rap one joke, and then the next time you go up, you can play with that joke a little bit more and make it like more funnier, or you would think it's more funnier, take the joke to a whole nother level type thing. So, and
that's why to that degree, I feel like you say you're not, you feel like you or don't have like if you feel like you don't have that ability to be a comedian, I challenge you on that, bro.
I think I could probably do it.
Definitely. But. And I feel like that style is going to be what you need, because that's what I need still sometimes too. You're going to have to write it down. You're going to have to look at it. You're going to have to, it's going to sound like, you're going to sound like, you're going to be like, oh, this sounds stupid. You're going to say it to yourself a couple times. You're like, it sounds stupid, but that's just part of the process.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So I'll quickly, real quick, just to switch that back on you real quick. So you sounds like, you did a little bit of comedy. Obviously, you did a lot, because I know personally you've done a lot of rapping. I mean, a lot of rapping.
A lot of
shows. I mean, you've been to different states doing it. You told me I've seen different states doing comedy as well. So, turning back on you, what have you done? What have you been doing, after high school and everything?
Well, I tried to do the college thing, and I got a scholarship and everything, and I didn't like it. I didn't like UNC Charlotte. I didn't like the environment.
Can I say why?
I don't know. I probably just didn't want to do it.
Respect, honesty.
And I was outside a lot. That's when I started to kind of get into shit. And then it was like pretty much from that point, when I got kicked out of my parents' house, from then on, I was kind of on my own. So that's why, like, when I see kids from college, they're kind of privileged, because they don't, like, I woke up at 18. These motherfuckers will go to school for 4 or 6 years and come out and, won't have the common decency to tell an Uber driver, hey, my gate's got a code. You know what I'm saying? Like, just simple shit like that. Like you gotta think about
the gate code.
Like, you gotta think about you kind of think of like other people in the outside world. It's not just you. You know what I mean? I was in and out of the streets a little bit. I really didn't take music serious until I always rapped in between. I always kind of would like take a little bit of money and go to the studio and fuck around. But I really started taking it serious in 2017 when I moved to New York. Some shit had happened here, and I packed my bags, moved to my dad's cousin's house. He had got me a job like cleaning pools and construction, and I worked at like an old person's like retirement community, like a maintenance guy for an apartment complex. But in between then, I mean, it wasn't shit. I mean, but like
no pun intended.
Cleaning the dead people's apartment was disgusting. Like how old people how these old people at least would live. It would be like they didn't leave their mattress for months, and you would see the mattress imprinted. Like it was, I don't know. Anyways, but on my free time, probably for the first like 6 months, I just worked, and I didn't have any friends. I didn't do shit other than just I found a plug, so I just would smoke, go to work, smoke, go to work, and kind of write here and there. And then I found a studio. Shout out Mastermind Media. My buddy Kyle, and he was kind of my best friend the whole time I lived in New York. From then on, I probably had started with, paying for studio time, and I paid for the first 2 videos that we did. And then after that, I was kind of working for him, kind of like an internship kind of thing. But instead of getting paid or whatever, I was just getting free studio time and free videos. So that was great. I fucking missed that.
Right.
Because this shit is expensive. People don't really get it. Like, when you have a friend that's an artist or independent artist, like, support is everything because you're already putting your all into it financially, your body and soul, your time,
emotionally, physically,
everything. So people are like, man, you're never gonna make it. Yeah, because you're not on my fucking show. You're not listening to my music. You're not sharing my shit. That's a whole nother thing. So then on, I met this guy Ryan through them at the Ryan Show, which we'll probably get him in here somehow. He's in New York. It's a big syndicate, a big show in New York, where we would do a lot. They would do a live podcast, have like legends there on there. It was a live podcast with Mr. Cheeks from Lost Boys, and they would do performances and do like a live podcast for like the guys that would have on there. I performed there every week in Queens, Jamaica, Queens, for like a whole year. And that's kind of like how I just got super comfortable on stage. It was kind of like comedy. It's just, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. Like, it was the point where I wasn't even nervous. Yeah. Like, we would do shows everywhere. I've done shows all over New York, Florida, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Pretty much anywhere I could fucking put my mouth onto a microphone, pause. I was performing. Even if it was even when I was like working a lot, because I did have a job recently before I broke my leg.
Oh Lord, I think I remember that though.
Yeah, where I would travel out of town and stuff like that. Even if I couldn't find a show or a studio or something, I would just go to like karaoke or something, and just,
like in the bar or something, the restaurant. Yeah, that's
drunk
something.
As shit, and just fucking just perform.
Hell yeah.
And people would be shy, so I'd go like 3 times.
That's something. Like you said, it's the simple things that matter, because the more you do it. And I tell you, I'm still struggle with that. So I commend you on, because that's even though, because there was what I'm saying, we talked sometimes, what I'm saying, we live 2 separate lives. Yeah, every now and then we talk, but it's funny because the one thing I always remember with DJ, every time I would be like, oh, I wonder what DJ is, it's like it had to be something like rapping, like it had to be something in that field, because that's just like who you are. That's something you've always done, and I just, me personally, but I've always respected that like characteristic about you, because like you one of those people
stuck
who
with it.
yeah, because like you just said, most people would just be like, nah, bro, like I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in that towel, because that shit is hard. And then like not getting that inspiration from like people who you think would be giving you that inspiration, and then like also not getting it from like, or people feeling like
who your friends are, for sure.
Amen to that. But like that's a whole nother thing.
But I mean, after New York, because I had lost my job, and it's expensive in New York.
I believe it.
So I was looking at apartments here. Me and the guys, because I have my own podcast in New York too, Mastermind Media Podcast. Did like 20 episodes. We do live podcasts for shows. We had something going. But I wasn't
not as much opportunity as this one, y'all.
Exactly. I wasn't gonna be homeless,
right?
Especially in a state where I just knew them. Mm-hmm. I mean, even the guys like, come on, man, just ride it out. I'm like, where am I gonna ride it out at? Like,
right.
Like,
in the alley.
You gonna let me stay at your house? Like,
right.
You want me to not be homeless? Mm-hmm. But so they kind of got upset that I moved, and when I moved, I immediately got this girl pregnant. And
that's something I don't have to worry about. Trust and believe. I will never get a bitch pregnant. Okay. And if they say I did, they is lying.
Yeah, they're lying.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. But she had moved to Australia. She was about 3 months pregnant. I've never met my son. So then after that, I started working with this job, and we would have like weekend. Yeah, I hear that too.
No. Sometimes it takes for me, a minute to process, y'all. I'm sorry. You said you son?
Yeah.
Who?
Huh?
I didn't know you had a son.
Yeah, I got a kid.
What?
Yeah, he's in Australia. Damien. Yeah, my baby mom's moved there when she was 3 months pregnant.
What?
Yeah,
wow.
She wasn't supposed to do that, but
wow,
it is what it is.
In Australia.
Yeah.
So you can't
she
even
she expected me just to drop everything here and move there and just know her. And I'm not gonna say nothing. But
see, I told you we got a lot to talk about. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So then when that happened, I started this job with my buddy Rudy, where we would
Rudy to boot.
We would do like resets for like store resets for like Lowe's and Walmart and shit like that. So we was traveling all over the place. So I tried to always make sure I would try to get a studio somewhere, even in a whole other state, just to. Because it looks cool on social media. Like, whoa, what's he doing over there recording in Florida? Like,
motherfuckers nosy.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
So I really started to write a lot of shit because of that. And then there would be time periods with that job where we'd be out of work for 3 months. I started recording with this guy, my buddy Cam. Shout out to Cam. At his house, and I would record there for free. Like I would just go there. I've laid down probably 300 plus songs for that man.
That's a lot of songs.
It's a lot of songs. We would be there for days just recording, just because I would have nothing else to do. But I mean, it just didn't never go nowhere with this. Like we would just record music, and that's it. But I give the props I will give him is that it made me a better artist. It made me more of an artist because like I don't just rap now. I do pop music, rock, country, whatever the fuck I can do, I'll try it. And then just kind of fast forward. I did videos here and there, or we would shoot our own videos and try to see if it would pop. And now, fast forward to probably last year, Training Day was doing their open mics and stuff like that, and I kind of put a battery in my back to kind of get back into it and try to take it serious. Because at first they had these where you would have like 4 different columns. It would be rap, R&B. What was the other one? Rap, R&B, spoken word, and alternative. Yeah. So they said they never had nobody do all 4. So like that, I was like, I'm gonna be the first to do all 4. I wasn't. Sunshine actually did it like right before me. But
Sunshine.
Yeah, the singer.
Well, that don't sound like it was a very sunny day.
No, she's dope. She's dope. No. I mean, kudos to her. But she's been going there before I was even going there. So
okay, I mean, respect.
So I don't know. Just put a battery in my back to kind of try to take this serious. Try to put content out there because I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't do school. I didn't, do that route. So this is kind of what I got. It's entertainment. And then here we are. Now we're doing a fucking podcast. So,
yes, an amazing podcast.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been doing outside of a brief of what's been going on since.
Clearly.
There's been a whole lot of other shit that I'll probably get into at some point in other episodes. But,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like kind of like something that connected us together in the way of like friendship, and also like getting to the point of this podcast is just like, the theme is we both come from two different backgrounds, and that is so true. I definitely feel that. But on this flip side, I feel like one of the things that like we're trying to kind of like show people too is that though we come from those two different walks of life, we both have struggled. Period. I guess I was gonna figure out everybody just struggles. Yeah. So that I feel like that has kind of like, in a good bad way, has kind of like connected us together, because it's like, I don't know exactly, you know what I'm saying, to how you feel in those type of situations, but I could say too that like there's times that I've almost given up. There's times that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, that like I had no support, no friends, especially, being a gay black man out here, you know what I'm saying, no support, nobody really turned to in terms of like what I wanted to do, in terms of like giving ideas for comedy. As simple as that. Like I felt like I had no one to really connect with. So my biggest thing on that was just trying to find like-minded individuals from all walks of life, despite different circumstances. So I definitely feel that like that kind of like connect, and then like I keep saying, like I just commend you, respect you on that, not giving up, because that's something that that's a superpower of yours.
Yeah, I've had my own battles for sure, where I wanted to end it a couple times, tried a couple times, and I didn't think I was gonna make it to 30. Now I'm 31, I'm old as fuck.
Now you young. Don't put me in that category. People try to put me in that. We young. He just super young. We young, okay?
Yeah, Reggie young.
We just, what I'm saying, we young. But no, I feel you. I ain't trying to go, because this is our first episode, so I ain't trying to go, too deep and make y'all cry or whatnot. But I can relate to you in that terms of, getting to that point too, especially thought process wise. But at the end of it, we have our strengths. We know our weaknesses. We know who we are. And, we got this podcast, and we got our viewers, and we got their support. So, and we got our brother right here, and his support and all his cool technology.
And shout out to Jambox too for
definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely having us. And see, you get it, because my brain be forgetting all the important stuff. Yeah, because we wouldn't have this spot in this without them. So definitely, appreciate it, much appreciated.
So that's an introduction. Maybe we can talk to Rizzy a little bit.
What's
my story?
Yeah,
I mean, you're younger, so your story's probably a little bit shorter.
And shout out to
it's a little shorter, yeah. I mean, like keeping it brief, it's a little shorter. Just growing up in Conway, South Carolina, right outside Myrtle Beach, it's an interesting place to grow up. Like, you're never gonna meet nobody from there that doesn't say these exact words. Like, people from Conway are different. They're built different. Like, they always say the same shit. I understood it once I left, and I went around around the country now, and it's like, wow, it's different. Like, it's just so different. But like, ever since I could remember, I just been in love with music, and like, I don't come up a musical background or anything like that. It was expressive. I was the middle child, so I guess like maybe that's something to do with it.
So when did you
like that song?
Yeah,
I like that.
Exactly.
So with the music stuff, what was the start, and how old were you?
Like 12. Like once I knew when I was 11 I wanted to do it. Like I knew that I wanted
like
to do
an
music.
artist or what?
Artist, yeah, like or just something in music. Like I knew I wanted to do music. Like I love melodies and everything. I stole this like phone, not from like a kid or anything. It just like it was like.
Was it a baby?
Nah, I sold it to a baby. Nah, it was some like track phone I just found in my house. Like, you know, like when you're a kid, you're like running around in your house, like, ooh, where can I go? I'm not supposed to be. And I just found this phone. I'm like, well, this isn't like it belongs to anybody. So I just fucking started it up, and like, I think it was like it was like given to my brother, and then he got a new phone. I wasn't really allowed to have a phone for some fucking reason. I mean, like, I was allowed to have a phone, but just not a smartphone, like not a nice one. Yeah, I had like a flip phone.
So he had a hand-me-down.
Hand-me-down, yeah.
So what year would that be?
This would be like 2013.
Isn't that nuts?
What?
Because he was like
I was like 11.
I couldn't get a nice phone, like a smartphone.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that.
Our nice phones were like,
yeah,
I had like a flip phone.
Yeah, we had the Razor
and
phone.
the fucking
yeah,
sidekick.
that is so
shit.
true.
Yeah.
Blackberry.
Yeah, and you remember like all
Sorry
the
to
Razor.
rag on your age.
No, I mean,
This
it's
is
cool.
nuts.
Yeah, it
But because
is.
it's like even back then the flip phone was like $20. So that's the phone I had.
To who? To y'all?
Yeah. To me it was like $20.
Girl.
A flip phone when
That
y'all
was
were growing up was like $60. Yeah. Like the cheap
$20.
I just had it could call and it could text. You had to like hit it like 1,000 fucking times before you could finally like send a message. And so I found this fucking phone, and like I started up. I found out how to download music, and I just started downloading. I started with like what I knew or what I heard other kids listening to, because they had like they had
As long
the
as it's
iPhone,
not Kids Bob.
They had the iPhone 4s and the Samsung Galaxies, and so I'm just like, they could play music on the bus and shit. I couldn't, so I was like, okay, well I'm gonna download just what I've heard them listen to. So I'm listening to like Eminem and Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug. Eminem was like what I heard my dad playing, and then like all the kids at school were playing like Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug. So that's what I started listening to, and like I started listening. Yeah, it was a different time. Like, and then like my brother was really into like the screamo like metal music, so I was listening to that.
That's what I was about.
I would love that shit. Oh my gosh, the Data Remembers my shit still.
Oh yeah, Data Remember.
Data Remember fire,
That's
bro.
classic.
I still listen to that shit.
I still can't think of a song from them though, but I remember listening to
I
them.
think of all of them.
Name 3.
Have Faith in Me, Downfall of Us All, I'm Made of Wax, Larry, What Are You Made Of?
Was that 4?
Not 4.
No, that was 3.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how these emo
credit
songs
for
where
it.
they have these long ass, like they don't even say that in the fucking song.
They don't say that.
That was a long name. Damn.
Yeah, I'm Made of Wax, Larry, What Are You Made Of? But
That's dope.
yeah, I just would download this shit, and I figured I got some earbuds somehow, and then I just would listen to music on the bus. Like, I had a secret phone I could listen to music on, and
Hell
like,
yeah.
I just fell in love, and then eventually, I was allowed to have a phone, and I fucking like, just always listen to music constantly. Like anytime anybody could talk about me from school, high school, I always had the earbuds in. Always.
Now, when did you get into like editing? The
Like
part,
engineering?
the engineering part of it.
Yeah, so I got into making beats. Like, I was playing around with it always, but like I really took it seriously when the pandemic happened. I was a senior in high school when the pandemic hit, so
I know, right?
I was like 17.
I was struggling trying to pay rent.
Okay. I was clocking in.
I couldn't clock in. The job was shut down.
I've been driving probably like a few
I was
months.
out here serving. I was out here serving babies.
Yeah, like
Is that like a ritual thing?
serving babies.
I just made a new term.
Serving babies.
Hey, careful who you say that to.
Hey, baby. That's what you do.
Serving babies to politicians.
Hey, baby. Go outside.
exactly.
Right, baby. Go outside.
Trying to get a little conspiracy
selling weed.
theory. over here,
right.
Where did they get those fetuses from?
I'm serving actual babies.
Yeah, for actual baby.
That's why I was like, be careful who you say that to, because like you never know.
Oh yeah,
Nailed it.
I'm not trafficking. Promise.
Don't do that.
I got into making
Nothing. Not trafficking anything.
No. I got into making beats when I was like in the pandemic. Then once I knew I wasn't going back to school, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna start making beats. Like I'm just gonna take this all in. And like I bought these like shitty Walmart speakers and this like Yeti mic, and like I didn't know nothing, bro. I just knew I wanted to do this shit. I just hopped on GarageBand and just like, but I took it so fucking
GarageBand
serious.
is the app that you need to make music on.
Yeah, it's on like anything Apple.
We're using it to record this.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
You
Pro Tools
want to
1.0.
know what I used when I first recorded?
Can I?
Huh?
LimeWire?
No, it was Audacity,
Oh yeah, I've used that.
a HP computer,
Yeah.
And a Rock Band mic taped on my fucking dresser.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's everybody's first setup. Yeah, it sounds like absolute shit.
And I didn't know that you could punch in, so like every time I rap was
just a whole
one
song.
take.
Oh Lord.
Like even if I fucked up a little bit at the end, I'm like, I gotta redo it. Don't know what I'm doing. Wish I could just take this part out and delete it and maybe go after that.
Yeah. I fucking I just started making beats. I was making them shits every day. I knew I wanted to be good. Like, I want to be good. I want to be the shit. And then like it took about like 6 months for me to sell my first beat. But then when I sell it for like $10, bro. And when I like sold that, when I got that $10 off music, bro, I was like, bro.
How long was your first beat?
My first.
Do you remember?
I don't know. Probably a few seconds. I don't know. but like I don't know how long until I made my first beat.
Or no. You answered like because I was thinking like because if you making beats, are they usually like a minute or something?
I mean, you ideally want to make it to like the length of the song, so it'd be like 2 minutes.
Oh, but when you made
minutes.
your very first beat, it was just like
I don't even know my first beat sound like. I just know it sounded like shit. I just know for a fact it did.
But that feeling of like somebody buying your music is
that was crazy.
Yeah, when
when did that happen?
Like about 6 months into me making beats.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like and like when it happened, like I told everybody I fucking knew, and I was just like, yeah, like,
people buy beats off me.
yeah, I'm a producer now.
I'm a producer.
Yeah,
that's dope.
That makes you a producer, man.
I don't think I gotta work no job no more. But you know, but nah. And then after some time, I just kept going and going and going and going. And then how I got into engineering was just like. I had met this dude, shout out KP, and he had I met him at this networking event for like producers. Like Zaytoven was there. It was in Atlanta.
Shit.
Yeah, it was dope. And he just was, I told him I recently I quit my job, bro. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna do this shit. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I ended up having to go back, but I ended up leaving again. I haven't been back, but he was like, why don't you just start engineering? And I at that time, like I played around with this. I just heard about it, and heard it's a good thing for producers to do. And I just said, fuck it. And I landed an internship at V12 Studios in Columbia. And yeah, that didn't work out. I sucked, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. But Mo at V12 Studios, he showed me a lot of tough love, and he really looking back, I look back at the shit he taught me. I was like, yo, that was some game, and so some time had passed, and I just kept going and going and going. I learned more on YouTube, anything I could, and eventually and just learning under people I would meet, and then I got with Stax at YNN Recordings in Columbia, and that was when I really locked in on this engineering shit. And then December 2022, I left my job. I haven't been back, and it's just been engineering. I love it. Now I'm my own
and
studio.
an entrepreneur.
Exactly, yeah. I do more than just music, and
I like that. More than just music.
More than just music. Okay. And now I own my own studio, and
for real though,
I just I couldn't. Love
and that's why we appreciate him, y'all. He's a great addition to our podcast. We wouldn't be here without him. So as much as support y'all give us, give him, please.
For sure.
And I think we'll even have a link for you somewhere in our thing, right?
It'll be in the we'll put all that stuff in the bio.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I guess that was brief of everybody getting to know one another.
Merch.
Yeah. So with the podcast, I kind of already said what the format will be. So you guys get to know us a little bit better. Episode just us, then we'll have a guest. But something just came up with Training Day. Rizzy's already a vendor for sponsor for.
Let's just explain to the people who don't know what Training Day is.
Oh yeah. So Training Day is a open mic. Probably one of the biggest open mics in Charlotte. Where
I went to do comedy there and bombed it. Ooh, but it was a good time. Everybody there was so supportive, and we'll post a video about that later on.
Yeah, that's kind of how me and you started really getting that's how this whole conversation even started doing the podcast was me telling you like, yo, come do a show or whatever. But they they do, like I said earlier, it was like rap, R&B, alternative, any type of talent there's spoken word people, this, that, and the third. They also ran this kind of sponsor. Is it the podcast that they got? It's No Advisory. Yeah. They're all that whole all the hosts on there are the hosts of Training Day. So they have like they stopped for a minute. They felt like CEO felt like, I mean, that's what he said verbatim, that he really wasn't loving it anymore, and he didn't want to keep pushing something.
I don't know why that thing was popping.
I know. But, I mean, I'm sure at some point you probably get tired of just the same, but it's Thursday or whatever day it was. It's time to go do this.
Yeah.
And when it feels like that, I feel you. I would definitely have stopped it too. But they're back with different things, new free entry, whatever the fuck they got. Go listen to their podcast if you want to know. But Rizzy's one of the sponsors, so they have like 2 more sponsors. So I think we're probably gonna be a sponsor for Training Day. So basically, when they have a trainee of the night, so they have like everybody performs. The judges pick like 3 people that they think are in the running of Training of the Night, and then they do this like clapping thing. They have a noise machine, and then they decide who the winner is with that, and they get this whole package deal with these different sponsors. So he's offering free studio time.
Okay, 2 hours free studio time to the winner.
That's a lot, y'all. 2 free hours of studio time is a huge deal.
Mm-hmm. No, one guy can do 12 songs in that time.
Yeah,
I can.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the guy. That's the guy.
Wow. So I was thinking, because we were just starting out, I was like, how can we? Because they already have a podcast, and they have this option already to get on their podcast if you win Trainee of the Night. So I was trying to think of a different package that it's more unique and it's not copying them. So, Joe Rogan has he has his regular Joe Rogan. He has his regular podcast, but then he has like certain podcasts where it's like Protect the Parks, and it's like its own type of thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the trainee of the night, and let's see if you like this, throuple with the trainee. That's what.
Oh, that is kind of cute. At first, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, the podcast name."
And we'll kind of be a bundle into Rizzy's studio time. So if you're an artist and you're watching this and you do win,
and you're in Charlotte,
bring like a camera crew with you. So it looks like you can do a little vlog. You recording after you get done recording, they just walk down the hall and we interview them.
So if you're saying if they're artists, they need to go to the Training Days page on Instagram.
Yeah,
to sign up.
You go on Training Day. They have the sign up sheets pretty much every week, or they're gonna try to do that.
And I legit just at Training Day Charlotte. Is it Training Day Charlotte?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Training Day Charlotte, y'all.
Training Day CLT on.
If not, you can message us.
Training Day CLT.
CLT. Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
So that's one of the parts of what we got going with the podcast. We're also gonna be we're gonna start getting some merch in.
Shirts.
Get a couple shirts if you guys want to cop, and any guests that we have, we'll give them a shirt. Please wear it.
Please wear our merch.
Please wear our merch.
Oh, and you'll get a shirt.
Take a picture with it, please.
You look so good.
Tag us.
God, I love the way you look in that shirt.
They not my people, y'all.
So yeah, we'll get like QR codes for. It's gonna get to the point where like when we do these, when we are at Training Day, when we have merch, we'll have a table. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Sell the merch there. Mm-hmm. Hit me up if you like some edible, delicacies when you're at Training Day as well. I will be having them. I won't have a table.
Edible arrangements.
Edible arrangements of the
Look, hit me up if
the high mind.
If you need some pain.
So, other than that, man, let's talk about some shit. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Okay.
There's a fucking serial killer right now in Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I did hear that there was a show.
I mean, they haven't indicated anything that he's a serial killer. Because this happened like a year ago. There was a guy that was killing women running, like joggers, by like Freedom Park, and
that went from 0 to 100 real quick.
And nobody. It was the same type of murder, same type of place, but Charlotte police were like, "That's not a serial killer, you know. They're not technically all related." But I think they're trying to cover that shit. Yeah. But now there's this guy that's going around basically just shooting random fucking people.
Oh, it's fucked up.
So please be safe out there, y'all.
Yeah, like I went to my buddy's house right before I came
here. Please be safe. Like, bring a buddy.
Bring a buddy.
At least, yeah, yeah, for real.
Hey, they said they're offering $10K reward for him.
$10K,
yeah, because they can't find him.
Yeah,
which is insane, dude. Because like you go outside, you can't go outside without being recorded. There's cameras at every light,
spot shotters and shit.
I mean, dude, that's why there's no serial killers today. I think because it's impossible to get away.
And then there's this fucking guy going around shooting like random ass people.
Oh my gosh! Did they say like where he's last seen?
I think it was
we should have like a little information computer thing. You know what I'm saying? If we could look up stuff.
That's what he's.
Well, we're inviting this motherfucker to pull up right now. 1-on-1 duel.
No. Come sit on the podcast.
Yeah, come sit on the podcast. That actually be kind of hard.
I'd be scared, low key.
I mean,
I'd be interviewing on the opposite side of that glass. I got to do silent which if I got to.
Lock him in here. All right, the police are coming.
I know, right? Ooh, shoot, we all split that 10,000. You said it was 10,000.
Yeah, I feel like it should be more than 10,000.
Yeah, that's my life at stake. My life ain't no 10,000.
If they say 100K, I leave right now.
I at least
strap up, everybody get in the car, ride around.
The last article I can find from it was about 9 hours ago on ABC News.
Well, it was like 4 people, right?
Yeah, it said strings of shootings appeared to target random drivers, bicyclists in Charlotte. Police offer a reward.
He's on a bicycle?
The shootings began. The shooting began at 1 a.m. this morning.
He's on a bike?
Nah. He's shooting people on bike. If you're on a bicycle, he would have been caught.
I was like, what are the police doing? They can get a man on a bike?
He got a little bell. Cling, cling.
Yeah, the last one was... Last one was on the south side.
On the south side.
Shots fired hit bicyclists in the
morning,
100
right?
block. Yeah, 1:25 a.m. So he hasn't even stroked since like stroked since the last.
I mean, he might have stroked since, right?
Yeah, he might.
Maybe that's his thing.
Oh my god!
Killing people.
That's I'm like, I hope that's not why he's doing that. Wait, these people are considered dead?
And he's
I
shooting people, though.
think a few of them are. It doesn't say on this article.
Oh god, that's scary. So yeah, please be safe, y'all. Please be safe. Please be safe.
Yeah, well, you guys will see this for another 2 weeks, but be safe though.
I know, right? Please be safe.
Hopefully by then they catch this motherfucker.
Yeah, maybe by the time this is out.
Yeah, and prayers to the families too. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, all jokes aside.
You know, there is. I don't know if we talked about it. Really, maybe we did. If we did, I apologize because my memory's a little, staticky with these, edibles. But did we talk about like what? Well, I think we did in our stories about like why we really want to do this podcast. Like what made us like. I know we had our own.
I just want to talk. Y'all hear me? No, I'm just kidding. No, what? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying like because like I mean no. What do you hope to get out of this podcast? That's the question that we didn't talk about. What are you hoping to get out of this, bro? Like why are we doing this? Are we doing this for shits and giggles, or are we trying to have a purpose behind this? Are we doing this to make him like more famous? Because he doesn't need us for that.
At the end of the day, this is probably going to be more of like a therapy thing. We almost kind of dived into suicide and shit earlier.
Oh yeah, that was heavy.
I ain't even get into my personal story. I just told let's talk about music.
I would say
I get into some crazy shit,
and that's good. That's good. So you hoping for like what?
We might talk about something and how we feel about something, and somebody else that's just listening is how they feel. It's kind of like the same thing with music. Is like I want everybody to kind of hear my message, whatever my message is in certain songs, and maybe resonate with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
that. I do want to get some money out of this shit.
Sponsors.
I mean, that would be nice.
I'm not going to sugarcoat because everybody, the big podcasters will be like, I'm not doing this for them.
I mean, we sound serious. We sound all serious now, but cut to us in 3 weeks doing an episode shoving these microphones in our mouths and shit.
Chipotle.
Let's see how deep I can go.
I'm trying to tell you, Chipotle one day is going to sponsor me. That's that. I have a.
Why Chipotle?
Chipotle. I have people know me for almost the king of Chipotle. Like I eat so much Chipotle, bro.
All gay
it's like,
men eat.
Yeah,
it's like Starbucks and Chipotle and like Dunkin'. Like they all eat the same restaurants. Like,
yeah, like
McDonald's. Like McDonald's in the middle of the day.
Wait, so Chipotle is gay?
I mean, it's not gay. It's just
it's not gay. They straight, bro.
So our gay correspondent.
It's like Chick-fil-A. Like every gay dude eats Chick-fil-A, but like they don't even like you.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be like, fuck you, Chick-fil-A. Let me get my chicken sandwich.
Yeah. It's kind of that one family member you hate.
I feel like Chick-fil-A doesn't support the gays.
They don't.
They don't. Not at all. But
I still go through the drive-thru to get my fries. My waffle fries.
I feel you.
And then they say, my pleasure. And I say, what the fuck are you lying, motherfucker?
Yeah, please me.
LOL.
Oh shit. So
that's what you hope to get out of me?
I mean, on a serious note, more what I was saying earlier is just, maybe somebody learns something. Maybe, I don't know where this is gonna go. It's kind of like the whole point of fucking pressing that button to record. You don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth. You don't know. We don't know what any walks of life come in here that we've talked to, what they've been through. True that. Maybe somebody's story can resonate with somebody else, and then people don't feel as alone out here than we have felt before.
I feel that, and that's kind of like my biggest thing too. To get at this is being able to connect people together, like-minded and different, but ultimately too, kind of like what you just said in terms of like resonating. I feel like a lot of like people, no offense to age, but like our age are just kind of like already tapped out, in the sense of like trying to communicate with each other, trying to better our group, our like group.
Because my girl wants to move to fucking like move away, like to the beach. I'm like, that means I gotta make.
What's she going to Mars?
I gotta make friends.
Where at exactly?
Wilmington.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with that area.
Yeah, Wilmington, nice.
So what you gonna drive here every Wednesday?
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be a whole journey. I mean, my plan is
about to have our
my plan is to have a spot here, Airbnb out, and so I have somewhere to go when I'm here, and have the house in Wilmington. That's what she wants. She wants to live by the beach. So, but I want to still stay here sometimes. So we're gonna have to me and her have to come with something, especially if this pops off. When it pops off.
I was just about to correct you. But I respect it. I feel whatever happens is going to happen. I feel like, on the spiritual topic, like we just talk about everything. On a spiritual topic or a spiritual side, I feel like this is something that was kind of meant to happen. So if God's going to prove me right on that regards, something's going to happen to where you'll be able to do both. And if not, something's gonna happen to where you be able to do both. So
I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna make it work.
This shit could become the most successful thing you do. Like Joe Rogan never thought that his podcast would be the most successful thing he does.
Joe Rogan.
I've already been saying it to you, like, yo, fuck it, I might have to stop music and do this full time. But I mean, we'll see how it goes, man.
Hey, buy me a drink first. Buy me a drink first, bro. Buy me a drink first. Let's one at a time, because our supporters will tell us. What's up? And
I gotta look better. I gotta lose some weight.
The only thing that will make us look better is really our shirts, our logo shirts. If anybody has if any artists out there that got any like design ideas, feel free to drop it in the comment box. Is that how you?
That or hit us on Instagram.
Or hit us on Instagram and let us know, because we love ideas. We love opinions too. And if there's any topic ideas that you as the viewers have in mind that you would like to see on our show or see us talk about or bring up or mention or whatever, feel free to do that as well.
Maybe we can do some shit where they can send us videos asking us questions.
And I was gonna say we're doing dick rates for $10 a pop.
$10. Well,
I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna be honest though.
We're gonna split the 10.
Yeah, you're right. 50.
That's what I was about
like
to say.
20.
Okay, 20. Yeah.
I like the 50. I like the 50.
I mean, I'll see the dick for free. And
I think the roles may have reversed there, y'all.
it's not gay to see dick.
Look, that's a whole nother conversation, brother. Because I will tell you, your show as hell is, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, dude, like piss with the lights off, you know?
I mean,
Piss with the lights off. Why are your eyes looking down there?
In the locker room.
Why are your eyes looking over there?
Yeah. You know?
Why are your eyes looking over there anyway?
Oh, dude, there's so much going on in the background. Like, there's people dancing.
Yeah.
Y'all can't see it, though.
She's giving a neck massage. Like, there's a lot going on in the background.
Straight giving him, like,
They can't see-
chiropractic care.
They can't see that.
I know.
It's happening, though.
It's happening. Like, that's why if you see
Or
me,
is it? I take a philosophy
stoned,
class.
just,
I
like,
take a
staring
philosophy
and
class.
Maybe
and
you're not seeing it, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things they were saying is like proving reality. How can y'all prove to me right now that we are actually real in this moment, right here in time, and that this is not just some illusion or dream or some demon controlling us? Because that's actually a real
I'm not
theory.
gonna lie. I understand.
No, you're not tickling me. Back
I'm
up.
not tickling you.
No,
You guys have a tickle fight in the episode?
I'm gonna tickle your arm.
That man's trying to tickle me. I will not.
Your arm is ticklish. You're the only person in the world.
I'm a ticklish ass motherfucker, bro. You can,
In your arm?
Yeah, bro. You can probably tickle my arm.
I am not alone. I am not alone.
I'm a ticklish guy, you know.
You are alone, DJ.
There's a lot to get through to tickle.
I ain't gonna lie though. Me and you having that comment.
That's not a lot.
Huh?
He's trying to say he's like a lot, y'all.
350 is a lot.
I mean, like if I shove my hand in your armpit, will I be able to tickle you?
There's a lot to move around.
Or will it be absorbed?
You gotta get in there.
I'll never see my hand again.
Yeah. You're stuck with me forever.
Nice.
I got Rizzy with me. You can't engineer. I have to use my right arm.
That'd be funny as shit.
Oh God.
Oh shit, we're at 57 minutes. Say fuck it, let's cut it. All right.
Do we have like an end thing that we're going to end with every time or something?
Nah. It's just the intro song.
Yeah.
I mean, we can, I guess, exit with the intro song.
We could all see.
I really like the intro, y'all. So yeah,
You didn't notice that earlier. I was like in here. It's the pod couple. It's the pod. And like he was like looking at me like.
Who was he? Was
He was singing it in front of you.
I was
I
was not even paying attention to that.
Catchy as fuck.
Yeah, let's end on that, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in to our first episode. I really appreciate it if y'all sticked around this whole time. It really means a lot to us. Please stick around for the
comment, and
buy
subscribe.
my fucking shirts.
Buy our shit when it's available.
Two unlikely friends.
Go see this guy for recordings.
White guy.
Black guy.
That's me.
Gay guy.
Oh, that's me too.
Straight.
Oh, wait.
Maybe.
And gay. It's the pod couple.
It's the pod couple. It's the pod couple. It's the pod couple. It's the pod couple. It's the pod couple. It's the pod couple. It's the pod couple.
The haunting fucking echoes that trail after that.
I really like that song.
Yeah. You're gonna have to actually edit the song in. It's not like in the recording.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's gonna be tedious as fuck. Yeah. Well, it's this
Look,
time
then
for-
it gets real.